Hello students, welcome to Mizo Study video class. And as it's clear from this first slide that today we are going to discuss NEET pattern exercise from topic or chapter electrostatic potential and capacitance. Students, I'm sure you all are aware with the fact that this is a very important chapter for your exams, whether it is your class 12 exam or your this medical entrance exam. Fine. From this chapter minimum 2 to 3 questions. So we decided to start providing you some videos in which we are picking some good questions, fine, and then these questions are not for the sake of like only just 10 questions we solve, 20 questions we solve. No, not like that. It is for this point of this, you can say, aspect, that by the means of these questions you can brush up, you can revise your basics, fine. Because let's say for example in question number 7 of this particular exercise, you are saying, okay, I am unable to find anything, I am not able to understand this problem. Then what you will do? You will definitely do yourself. You will take the look of the theory of this particular question. So that way you will definitely revise. So here we are just trying to making sure that yes, some sort of revision you can take by means of these questions. So let's start this discussion without any explanation. I mean, not about questions, but yes, not any explanation about the aspect of these questions. The first question is a very tricky one. The capacity of an earthed spherical conductor is how much? Well, I shared this question with few students and I am sorry to say many of them were quite confused. Answer is 0 or 1. So I thought it's better to represent this question with the help of a video to share this question. It's a very simple question, nothing difficult, but problem is if a very simple question comes in front of your eyes, then you start thinking a lot. What exactly? How exactly? Need not to do all these things. Read the question, think. If diagram is required, draw the diagram. Simply get the solution. Fine. So capacity means capacity of holding the charge or the capacitance C. What is the relation we have? Q is equal to CV. From here, C is equal to Q by V. Now, earthed spherical conductor. It means this is a spherical conductor and this is earthing process. Fine, earthing. Okay. So now this conductor, you can provide as much amount of charge as you want, but because of earthing, V is equal to 0. And if V is equal to 0, so from this relation C is equal to Q upon 0, and something upon 0 is illogical, infinite. So the correct option is D. Very simple question. Whatever has been explained, you just simply try to understand that and get the solution of this question. So we started our discussion with a very simple question. Fine. With this caution note that while attempting questions in examination hall, you should be very careful. Okay. Here comes your question number 2. The capacitance of a spherical conductor depends upon, fine, spherical conductor capacitance. Just before this question I explained one formula C, okay, and I am sure you all must have derived that result which is given in your textbook initially, fine. So let me allow to write down that. That is, I think I should first read out these options, then I will use this space to explain, because here as such no space is available. The capacitance of a spherical conductor depends upon electric charge stored on the conductor only. Only conductor charge? No. C is not depend only on Q, but it also depends upon V, just 2 minutes back. Electric charge stored and potential through which it is raised. Q and V both. Okay, it may be correct, but wait. Shape, size of conductor and medium in which it is placed. Fine. Okay, shape, size. Yes, in that formula it was R. It means C is also a possible correct option. Fine. Only shape of the conductor? No. So now, just by reading carefully, these two options A and D are meaningless for us. Now our entire focus is going to shift on B and C. In B they are saying depends upon electric charge and potential, means Q and V only. So now at least we have to write down a simple formula and that is V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Basic result, fine. Now as C is equal to Q by V, so we can put this value of V over here, okay. So now from here it is clear that C depends upon Q and V. So option B up to some extent you may say correct, but let's check the option C also. So C is equal to Q upon this Q into 4 pi epsilon naught R. So now C is directly proportional to R size. Okay. One more aspect. During the discussion of this chapter capacitance, I explained you parallel plate capacitor, spherical, cylindrical. It means shape is also important. Fine. So the best correct option out of these two, because A and D already we discarded, that is C is the best correct option, because Q and V indirect parameters. Fine. Over here V is something like this. So shape, size of conductor and medium in which it is placed, that is the best option. Otherwise these are not direct consequences, they are direct consequences. What amount of the charge you can put on a spherical capacitor or on a parallel plate capacitor, that depends upon the shape, size of conductor and medium in which it is placed. If you place some dielectric material between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor, C enhances, C changes. Fine. So this question was like some logical approach was required, okay, and I just explained you how you can argue with yourself to solve these type of questions. Fine. Here comes this next question. A 40 microfarad capacitor in a defibrillator is charged to 3000 volt. The energy stored in the capacitor is sent through the patient during a pulse of duration 2 milliseconds. The power delivered to the patient is how much? Now what exactly this question is? Basically this is a device. Fine. Defibrillator. It is used by doctors in case of some difficulty with the heart function. So basically this device provides some electric pulses, fine, to ensure the, you can say pulses, electric pulses to the heart so that it can start functioning properly. So here this device you are providing something and then you have to calculate the power delivered to the patient in a specific point of time, fine. So now how exactly we are going to calculate this particular problem? Okay, see, power delivered in a specific time, for that we need some energy. Okay, and if we can calculate the energy, then at any point of time we can calculate the power. So let's try to solve this problem. You know, U is equal to half CV square. This is what? This is energy stored in a capacitor. Fine. Now the C value is given, the V value is given. So by putting values, U is equal to 180 joule. No problem. Now power P represented normally, power P is in 2 milliseconds. Fine. In 2 milliseconds, P in 2 milliseconds is how much? That is 180 upon 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. Power is what? W by T. W is what? Work done. Work done is what? Rate of change of energy. So very simple basic concept that you learned in mechanics in class 11th. Fine. And from here very easily you can say that 90 kilowatt. Fine. So this is the 90 kilowatt. B is the correct option. Basic formulae, basic approach, and then you are getting the answer. And yes, if you will keep on revising these concepts, I am sure you will find yourself in a very comfortable position. Fine. So now let's move for the question number 4. Don't get confused by this big size of the question. This is a very simple question. Fine. Listen carefully. A charged capacitor has capacitance C. It is discharged through a small coil or a resistance embedded in a thermally insulated block of specific heat capacity S and mass M. If the temperature of the block is raised by delta T, the potential difference V across the capacitance is how much? The situation is like this. Let's say this is a block, and in this small coil resistance is embedded. So the mass of this block is given as M, and the specific heat capacity of this blue color material with which this block has been built up, created, is given as this S. Fine. So now after this value M and S is given, what exactly we are trying to find out? We are trying to find out what exactly the voltage difference applied to this block? No, to this coil. Fine. So what we will do, because as such no space is available over here, so what I will do, using conservation of energy. Using conservation of energy. Fine. How? That is half CV square is equal to MS delta T. Fine. Or you can write it like that with the help of this particular concept, that is going to be what? MS delta T. Delta T is the temperature difference. Fine. Now half CV square is equal to MS delta T. So from here we have to find out the value of V. What we can do? We can do one thing. It is given as capital T. Okay. It is given as capital T. So let's make it capital T. So V square is equal to 2 ms delta T upon C. or finally you can say under root this, that is 2 ms delta t by c, 2 ms delta t by c. So B is the correct option. Students, I would like to emphasize one more fact over here. Work power energy chapter of class 11th, it's very important chapter. You can reduce your efforts of getting correct solutions from many topics. That's why I always used to say this chapter is not something in which you are learning anything, but it is a very important tool with the help of which you can learn so many things. Fine. See the beauty, in one line you can get the solution. And imagine someone is solving with long approach and you solve this particular question in examination hall by this method. How much time you will take? Hardly 30 seconds. This is the beauty. Fine. And this is something that we are trying to learn from Mizo Study, these type of videos. Okay. Trying to learn means we both, you and me both. Fine. Because learning is something that can't stop at any stage. Even an old person can learn so many things, and if you are a good learner, obviously you will achieve lot of things in your life. Fine. Every time I'm explaining any topic to all of you, I'm definitely getting more depth and more understanding of that particular topic. So here it is fifth question. The capacitance of two oppositely charged metal spheres, each of capacitance C and of same radius, when placed far apart will have be equal to. Fine. Question is simple. What exactly the solution of this question is going to be? So what I will do, I will use this space. If some portion of the question is not visible for the time being to you, I hope you will not mind that. Fine. Because the question is clear and there is no need to read these options right now. First try to find the solution, then we'll write down the options. So over here V plus, because oppositely charged, so one is positively charged and another is negatively charged. So we are starting our discussion with this approach. Let's use slightly. V plus is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, equation number 1. Similarly, we can write down V minus is equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, equation number 2. So these two simple equations, fine. Now dV, delta V, difference, that is dV is equal to V plus minus V minus. What you are supposed to do? Put the values. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. These type of results you have to put. Fine. So finally what you will get, that is, let me erase this portion. Fine. So we will get dV is equal to V plus minus V minus. Now place those values over here. So finally I will get 2 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. No problem. Let me use fine. Now so C prime, change in capacitance, therefore this C prime is equal to Q by dV, and the value of dV is this yellow color box, white color writing. Put it over here, solve it, you will get C prime is equal to C by 2. Fine. Simple question, simple suggestions, simple solution, that is B. See, first thing is, what is essential, that once you are reading the problem, so first you should try to understand what exactly has been asked in the problem. Try to think that, and only then you should move. Let's move for the next question. That is, if K is the dielectric constant of a medium and epsilon naught permittivity of free space, then the energy stored per unit volume of the medium is given by. Actually, this year what happened in JEE mains exam, there were few questions directly based upon formula. In those questions, they simply trying to check whether you are in a process to remember these formulae or not. So I thought this approach is also a good approach for NEET entrance exam. It may possible, and normally it happens out of 45 questions, 1 or 2 questions directly formula based. Fine, in which they are just checking your retaining ability, memory. So that's why C is the correct answer. As such, no concept is applied over here. The main message that I want to deliver by means of these questions, please keep revising, because these basic formulae, if they are at your tips, and let's say for example 2 questions are from this type of category, then what will happen? Minimum 8 marks you are going to add in your final score. Fine, 8 marks means lot of difference, either you are in or you are out. And then this very big question, it's not as such a difficult one, it's a very simple question. We'll try to understand what exactly is the approach and what exactly the question is. Capacitor of a capacitance C is fully charged by 200 volt supply. Okay, it is like this. I have a capacitor, value of capacitance is C, it is fully charged. It is then discharged through a small coil of resistance wire embedded in a thermally insulated block of specific heat this much and mass 0.1 kg. This question is somehow similar with one question number 2, or I think question number 3 was, if the temperature of the block rises by 0.40 Kelvin, what is the value of C? Fine. So yes, the same energy conservation formula we will apply again. We'll definitely try to reapply it. And this question I placed, this type of question I placed again because I emphasized up to some extent on this conservation of energy concept when the same type of problem I was discussing just 2-3 problems back. Fine. So here this is going to be in this fashion. Energy of capacitor or energy stored in capacitor, energy of capacitor, that is half CV square. Obviously the values are given, I mean this V. So what will happen if we just put the values and solve it? What we will get? We will get it as this half into 200 into this V. So we will get it as 2 into 10 to the power 4 C joule. C is there because the value of C is not given. So 2 into 10 to the power 4 C joule. Fine. Energy appearing in the form of heat. Energy appearing in the form of heat, M S delta T, delta theta, delta capital T, something like that. So now if you solve, I mean the values of M and S and T, everything is given. So when you solve these values, put these values, you will get it as 10 joule. Fine. So one value is this, another value is, now compare both these results. So what you can say? You can say 2 into 10 to the power 4, yes, C is equal to 10 joule. Fine. So after solving, you can get the value of this C as 500 microfarad. Fine. So C is equal to 500 microfarad. So this is not a difficult one, a very simple question. Yes, up to some extent calculations are there, but you can't help out. But the question is not difficult anyway. It was somehow repetition of a concept which we just learned some times back, that was based upon conservation of energy concept. Fine. So now let's move for question number 8. This ratio between the energy stored in 5 microfarad capacitor to 4 microfarad capacitor. Fine. 4, 5 in the given circuit. Actually both the capacitors have different capacitance value. So is it like that some sort of difference of energy storing capacity? That we want to check. So as such, no concept is required over here, only analysis of this circuit is required. What I will do, because it is a big circuit and there is no space available, so obviously I have to use this space in this side. Fine. Step by step I will write close to this circuit diagram and then we'll try to explain you. So here I net, that is net current flowing, is how much? So net current flowing is given as 2 by 10, 2 volt, 2 by 10 is equal to 0.2 ampere. This is the net current flowing, okay, after solving this. Now voltage drop across this 4 microfarad capacitor is, now it is how much? It is going to be voltage drop across 4 microfarad capacitor is how much? That is 6 into 0.2, 6 into 0.2, that is 1.2 volt. Yes. And similarly, voltage drop across 5 microfarad capacitor. So now what I will do, I will change only few terms, that is this 4 I will change. Fine. And it is also going to be same. So from here what you can say, that E1 is equal to half into 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 1.2 whole square. Yes. Because values I am just picking from the given problem, 10 to the power 6 because it is micro, and E2 is equal to, E2 is equal to 1 by 2 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 1.2 whole square. Fine. So now you can get the values over here. What exactly we are supposed to find out? We are trying to find out E1 ratio E2 energy, E1 upon E2. So E1 upon E2, if you want to calculate, this 1 by 2 is meaningless, 10 to the power 6 is meaningless, 1.2 is cancelled, so ultimately it is 5 by 4. Fine. So E1 upon E2 is equal to 5 by 4. 5 by 4 means 1.25, 1.25 which is given over here. Fine. I'm sure many of you, I'm deliberately not explaining that, many of you will say, what is the point of 6 microfarad every time multiplying 1.2 with 6? Yes, exactly. If you are in a position to understand it, very good. If you are not in a position to understand it, you have to revise it. Fine. That's why I'm not explaining. Very clever move from my side. I'm not explaining it. Because here we are not we are not here just to provide you the solutions. We are here just to some extent force you so that you can start putting your own efforts. Fine. And if we will keep on providing you all the solutions, then obviously things are not going to be very useful for you. A very big question, big diagram, big explanations. But what I will say for this question, correct option is D. You will say, how? You already solved, that's why you are saying? No. Take a look. The equivalent circuit is this is equivalent circuit. Choice is yours. 3 plates, 2 capacitors connected in this fashion. One line question, one line answer. Fine. And if some of you are finding it difficult, only one suggestion, best remedy, revision. And these type of questions are basically we are picking so that we can up to some extent force you that students please keep revising, because ultimately revision is the key to success for these type of competitive exams, specifically for JEE Mains and NEET exam. This question is based upon the previous question's concept. Fine. 4 metallic plates, 3 capacitors they will form. 3 plates, 2 capacitors, this type of combination I explained you during the discussion of the topics. So 4 metallic plates, each with the surface area of one side A, are placed at a distance D from each other as in figure. The capacitance of system between A and B. Fine. So I am going to provide you the solution, approach rather, not solution. Okay. A, B, and then you have to create 3 capacitors. 1 upon CAB. CAB means the, you can say, simplified circuit diagram. So that's why I am using 2 points, small a, small b. I am not using capital A and capital B. So it is going to be how much? It is going to be 1 by C plus 1 by C is equal to 2 by C. So from here what we can say that CAB is equal to epsilon naught A by 2D, and CAB is equal to 3 by 2 epsilon naught A by T. Fine. At least 2 steps required over here to reach at this level. You have to please, it should be, because if I will provide, it is in the ebook, the solution is in the ebook detailed, but my suggestion is please don't take that look, try yourself, and then 1 step over here, and by this you can get the solution, and again the solution is this D option. Fine. 3 by 2 epsilon naught A by T. So this way we completed a set of 10 questions, very simple to moderate level. Difficult? No. Approach? Yes, in few questions required, otherwise they were very easy questions. So here I would like to request and suggest all of you, please keep revising. Very soon we will come back with more good questions, and by that means definitely you will try to learn something more. So till then, take care, keep revising, have a nice time.